Hi, Libra. This is Jeffrey. Happy birthday. And if it already was your birthday, happy birthday. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. This is the new moon reading for you. This is basically from about October 16th through about Halloween, give or take. Let's see what's going on. Please like, subscribe, share. I always forget to say all that stuff. And press the button for notification, the bell for notifications. So I'm going to do a 3-card reading for you. It's a very fall-like day today. And let's see what's going on. All right. Fix my cloth. Okay, very interesting. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh. Well, okay, I'm going to go backwards because that's just what I do sometimes. Well, know that this is going to be a big time of transformation and of change and of, it's almost like there's like a destined, I don't really believe in fate, but it's almost like there's, for me, fate or karma is kind of like, you have a choice every day. Like you wake up in the morning and you have a choice, like, do I go to work? Don't I go to work? I have a choice as to, am I going to eat healthy? Am I not going to eat healthy? I have a choice as to whether I'm going to have an argument with somebody or walk away. There's a million, trillion, thousand choices. And one choice leads to another, blah, blah, blah. So we kind of are the captains of our own fate in a way. Okay. So we begin with the Knight, and the Knights are all about action. And this is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, is Prince Charming, basically. Hello, Prince Charming. And he is offering some sort of gift or love or, engagement. I love you. He's down on one knee. He's got a cup. Hopefully he has a big honking diamond ring or ruby or sapphire if you prefer. Or emerald. Emeralds are lovely, but they're very fragile, so they can crack very easily. Anyway, so maybe an offer has been made, and it doesn't have to be like an engagement. It could be, an offer of friendship. It could be an offer of business. It could be an offer. It could be a lot of different things. And then you come up with like the 5, which is like such a weird card. It's like a little skirmish. It's a skirmish. It's like, this is the boardroom where nothing gets accomplished. This is kind of like the American government right now. I see this and I see that, and everyone's busy, puffing their chests up, and nothing gets done. Or like all the controlling mothers in the kitchen, the aunt and the sister-in-law, oh no, You have this much cinnamon. Oh no, this, you don't even use cinnamon. And then the cake doesn't get baked, and everybody goes hungry because everyone fought over the cinnamon. Sort of weirdness like that. But the fives are about change. So maybe there's an offer made, but it's not quite the right offer. Or maybe, maybe it was like a half baked. I want to say half something else, but I try not to curse on my YouTube videos. I try very hard, and it's not easy. Let's just say that. Like a half baked offer, or you know, it's kind of like being invited to the party after, after other people said no. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the invitations for the wedding went out, say October 1st, and like people start sending in, I'm coming, I'm not coming, by October 15th, and then they got so many no-goes, and then they say, well, you want to come? It's like, really? Really? Thanks. Unless, of course, it's at a fabulous place, and the food's going to be good. But even then, it's sort of like, you feel like second best. A little bit like that. A little bit like, uh, now you know me. Now you know me. A little bit like that. Or maybe something that's offered. I mean, I'm trying to offer a lot of different interpretations here. Maybe it wasn't offered, or it was half baked offered, or it was about to be offered and it wasn't, or maybe you were going to make an offer and you were going to extend a courtesy, or some sort of peace offering, and because of events, because everybody was so busy screaming and yelling, you were like, I'm offering nothing to nobody. It could be, something like that. Or, maybe your heart is in the right place, wanting to make peace. And, everybody is so busy being right that no one has the clarity to accept a peace offering, right? And maybe it all feels like, it might be uncomfortable. I know that, in general, in theory, or in traditionally, like Libra likes to be the diplomat, likes to make everything nice, make everything balanced, make everything fair. And maybe this lovely offer that you're either making, or were or was going to be made to you, it didn't really, it sort of like fell apart. Maybe it's exactly the way it went. It's exactly the way it was supposed to happen. Sometimes, like, you want to get involved with something or somebody, and it just doesn't come to fruition, or it doesn't, there are too many red flags before you move forward. And it's like, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So, okay, I haven't given an example. Usually I like to give examples. So this is a very funny example. I met somebody, and it's kind of like, oh, well, datey. So I don't really have patience when people are not on time because I'm always on time. And you have like a 15-minute window. Um, Maybe a little bit longer. So I'm supposed to meet them at the Metropolitan Museum, and I'm waiting outside. And I said exactly where I was, blah, blah, blah. So after the 15 minutes, and it's not like it's some obscure, like a meeting you on a mountaintop that you have to trek for 3 months. You could take a cab, you could walk, you could take a bus, you could take a train. And it's not, so out of the way. So, 20 minutes late, you get the phone call. Oh, la 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 la. Can you meet me somewhere else instead? So we're already playing your game, right? And it was on the other side of town, so I had to walk. I didn't have to, but I walked through the park. And as I'm walking through the park, it was the upper part of the park, and I don't know what they were doing. They were doing something with one of the lawns or something like that, and or they were planting. I don't know what it was, but there were red flags. I kid you not, there were red flags. There were red flags all along the way. It was like, I mean, can you get any clearer? And I was like, the red flags were so prominent. I was like, well, I have to see how messed up this is actually going to be. And I'm kind of lost in the northern part of the park. The northern part of the park is much more, say, pastoral than the southern part of the park is so over. There's so many tourists. It's like, you know, like the birds are selling tour guides, and there are just so many people there. So, but the northern part of the park, it's only basically New Yorkers go there, and there aren't many sites there. So it's really a park, and you can really get lost in it. It's really lovely. So there's part where it's pretty forested, so it's kind of trails, and they're very narrow, and it's like you kind of have to follow the trail because otherwise, you're kind of creeping all over the bushes, and it's just, if you're out in the wilderness, it's one thing, but this is like a controlled wilderness, and who knows if it has thorns or it's poison ivy or whatever, or if some like little cute salamander is living there. So you kind of don't. So I come upon this trail, and the horses are still in New York, and this is enormous pile of horse manure, enormous. It's like a pyramid. I was like, oh my God, like it just told the whole story. So here I am, with like my heart and my energy in the right place, and I come across horse manure. It told me the whole story, So it's like the wheel turned to let me know. It's like, oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. And I ended up meeting them, and I was like, I don't even know why I did. I should have just turned right around and gone back to the museum. That's what I should have done, because I'm sure my Prince Charming was waiting there. That's my story. So when things don't seem like they're working out, your oversoul is always in charge. So worry not. Worry not about skirmishes. Worry not about, people inflating their own ego, nothing getting done, because something bigger is in the mix. Something bigger, more benefic. And it's almost like you let go of that to move forward into what's next for you. So So the other thing I want to say is, our birthdays are always a funny thing. It's a funny time of year because, you always have the remembrance of the birthday the year before. And, even like the time of year, there's like a sort of, remembrance, whether you know it or not, of being 5 years old, of being 10 years old, of oh, this happened on my birthday and that happened on my birthday and blah, 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 blah. Whether it's good or bad or indifferent or everything, it's probably a mix. Um, and then you have, they tell you to make a wish for your birthday. I think like I'm feeling like add something else. It's like, oh well, I hope that I'm happy this year. I hope that I'm happy and healthy this year. I hope that I'm happy and prosperous this year. I hope that I'm happy and fulfilled this year. I hope that I'm happy and creative this year. I feel like there's this something floating that's like your your um, your secret desire. And I feel like if you hope for it and you wish for it and you grab for it and you don't pay attention to this, could even be like the insanity in your head. If you don't pay attention to that, the noise, then something new can come. Very hopeful little birthday wish. And I wish you a happy, healthy, prosperous, generous, creative, uh, and everything else you want. Enthusiastic, love filled year and birthday. Anyway, if you'd like a one on one, my information is below. Please like, subscribe, share, press the button for notifications. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you soon.